Morning everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I'm on a local route, one of my favourite local routes that I call the Tan Hill and Avebury loop. We're starting the ride today at the car park at Overton Hill at the start of the Ridgeway Trail, and we're going to begin by heading south down to East Kennet and then up onto the Wansdyke, where we'll follow the Wansdyke path all the way round to Tan Hill, onto Morgan's Hill, and then loop up onto Cherhill Down, where we'll take a detour over to the Monument and the White Horse. And then from there we head down towards Avebury. I've got another detour that I will do if I've got a bit of time over to Windmill Hill, and then back to Avebury, where we'll climb back up onto the Ridgeway and head back to the start at Overton Hill. We've got a nice day today. First one in a while. Bits of blue sky are out and the sun's trying to peek through the clouds, but it's perfect riding conditions today. Really nice. Yeah, so it's shaping up to be a good one today, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get going. Just going to cross straight over the road. It's the A4. Okay, we're just going to head down this bridleway down towards East Kennet. Bit of descending to start the ride with. Haven't had much rain recently, so the trails are still fairly dry for the most part, which is good. So just coming off here, we'll follow this byway. We've got a bit of climbing to do now, up onto the Wansdyke. Right, off to the left here, and then back up to the right. Really kicks up here. Good way to warm up the legs. This is the brilliant descent that's at the end of this ride. If you do it in reverse, I think in both directions, this ride's really good. Perfect conditions today, considering it's November. Trails are really quite dry for this time of year, and the weather's really nice, not too cold. Patches of sun now and again, ideal. So just heading up towards that line of trees at the top. A little further on we'll be joining the Wansdyke. It's nice, isn't it? Lovely colours at this time of year in the trees. So this is the Wansdyke here on the bank. Just here. Carries on this way. And we're going to just join the path, the Wansdyke path, a little bit further on. So just going to turn off here and then head up the field line up there along the line of the Wansdyke, and then head round to Tan Hill. So just off up here. It's quite sticky mud, this section. Not especially wet, but can be a little bit hard going, particularly this time of year. little bit better. See a little bit further now into the Pewsey Vale. And I'll see Picked Hill, the pointed one next to Woodbury Hill in the valley down there. Start to see the earthworks now, the exposed earthworks of the Wansdyke, and on the other side, the northern side, it's quite a deep ditch. Okay, just drop down through the Wansdyke now, and the easiest way is over this stile, I think. So just made it up onto the top of the Wansdyke now. We've just come across this field here and down and up, but as you can see, there's some pretty spectacular views from up here. So over to the south is West Woods. You can see West Woods, this wooded area, and then this is the Marlborough Downs here. I think that's either Barbary Castle or Liddington Castle. I think it might be Liddington Castle over on the horizon straight ahead. Barbary Castle's probably in this direction. It's the Overton Hill where we parked, the Ridgeway running up to the north. Silbury Hill straight ahead. Beyond that you can see Avebury, just about to pick out the church at Avebury. Cherhill Monument, Morgan's Hill's just around the corner, but you can, don't need a camera to pick it up, you can just see the towers there. And yeah, this is the Wansdyke. And we're just going to head round to Tan Hill, which is just around the corner there. So for those who don't know, the Wansdyke is an ancient defensive linear earthworks, which is made up of a bank and ditch system, which is just down to my right here. And the Wansdyke path runs from just outside Marlborough, I think, through West Woods, up to Tan Hill, which is a little bit further round, and then finishes at Morgan's Hill, near Devizes. So this is Tan Hill opening up ahead of us, 1 metre lower than Milk Hill, which is over to the left. Can only really be accessed on foot though, unfortunately. So this is also the Mid-Wilts Way and the Pewsey Vale Circular, as well as the White Horse Trail. And there's the little badge for the Wansdyke. That's what we're following. Just going to head back up onto the Wansdyke now. So this hill just sticking out into the Pewsey Vale to my left here is known as Ridgeway Camp. I think it's a causewayed enclosure, but it's also known as Clifford's Hill. I think that's what it's marked as on the OS map. So this is Tan Hill straight ahead, and this is probably the best view we're going to get of Milk Hill. This is the highest point in Wiltshire. I think it was famously the dispute between Tan Hill's height and Milk Hill's height was finalised on an episode of Country File, and Milk Hill is officially 1 metre higher than Tan Hill, which I'm assuming is the second highest point in Wiltshire. I should just give a shout out to my friend Hedley, who's an aerial photographer, and has since taken some really stunning pictures of this area recently. Milk Hill, Tan Hill, Ridgeway Camp, and he's well worth a follow on Instagram if you live in this area. So I'll link in the description below if you want to give Hedley a follow. So Tan Hill, or the summit of Tan Hill where the trig point is over to my left here in that field. We're just heading around the northern side of it at the moment, still following the Wansdyke, which is just to the right here. Right, we've got a good descent now. Cherhill Hill straight ahead of me here, and Morgan's Hill just over to the left. Gotta head right round to the right here, and then back down to the left. So we've just got a bit of descending to do now. It's quite a good section. Okay, so just gonna head round and over the road. During the summer this can get quite overgrown, this section. It's alright this time of year when everything's died back, but just be warned, it can be a bit of a struggle through here in the summer months. Okay, just made it to the byway at the top of this stretch of the Wansdyke. So what you can do is you can continue up the Wansdyke path this way to the top of Morgan's Hill, and then drop down onto the Roman Road, the Wessex Ridgeway Trail, and then head up to Cherhill down that way. But in the winter, this time of year, the Wessex Ridgeway is extremely muddy and wet and sticky, thick mud, so I think I'm going to head this way, head down, and then up to Cherhill down that way along this nice mud-free gravel track. take this turning on the left here. If you carry on along this byway, you eventually just meet the Devizes main road. And we're just gonna carry on round to Cherhill Down. Head up to the monument over there. So just crossing over the Wessex Ridgeway now. I believe this is an old Roman road, and this is the Wessex Ridgeway. Very muddy at this time of year. Give it a miss if you can avoid it. I'd recommend. And we're just gonna start the climb up onto Cherhill Hill. Starting to kick up a bit now, a bit steeper. Still rideable though. Some more nice views opening up over Coulstone Down and Morgan's Hill, opening up behind me, which we'll take a look at when we get to the top. Right, made it up to Cherhill Hill. This is the view looking south. This is Coulstone Down, this kind of rippled, undulating landscape straight below here. And then you can see the Roman road, the Wessex Ridgeway, running up the side of Morgan's Hill with the two towers. And then Cherhill Monument is over in this direction. You can just see the top of the earthworks of OLDBURY Castle, the Iron Age hill fort that sits on the top of Cherhill Hill. This is cool. So this is the view from Cherhill Hill. See, this is OLDBURY Castle behind me, the hill fort. On the top of the hill, this is Cherhill Monument. The White Horse is just around the corner, on the side of the hill here. But absolutely stunning view today. Perfect conditions. Just heading out of OLDBURY Castle now. Head down here and off Cherhill Hill. That chalk is incredibly greasy, even if it's just slightly wet. I nearly went then. Oh, really need to take care coming down there. Here on the old Bath Road. At the end of here, we're going to drop down to the left, cross over the road at the bottom. Left here. across the road. Continue descending. Okay, going to come right here. You can go straight on and get up to Windmill Hill that way, but I went up there recently and it's quite muddy at this time of year, as are a lot of the tracks at the moment, so I'm going to take a slightly less muddy option, just along the end of this minor road. Right, just going to come off here and follow this byway up onto Windmill Hill. So this is the entrance to Windmill Hill, and it's got a plaque here that gives you a bit of an idea of what the hill might have looked like when it was being used. It's apparently a large neolithic causewayed enclosure built over 5,500 years ago. These lovely chalk tracks heading up here, very iconic of the Wiltshire landscape. Right, here we go. This is Windmill Hill. You can see where we've come from, Cherhill Monument over to the west, and Tan Hill straight ahead of me here, Milk Hill. You can see Silbury Hill straight ahead here, and Avebury's just down in the valley there. And what I'm going to do next is take this byway, quite a long descent off the hill that eventually meets the road, and then follow the road back into Avebury that way. Okay, so let's head off of Windmill Hill. I've never been down this way before, it's all new to me. Hopefully it's a big trail. It's fairly straightforward, straight down the side of this field. Careful. Yeah, that was good. Good descent. Now we're just this last section to the road, and then we'll turn right into Avebury village. This is another brilliant descent as well if you're doing this ride in the opposite direction. I highly recommend it both ways, as I said earlier. Right, this is Overton Down, and we'll leave the Wessex Ridgeway now and join the Ridgeway National Trail, and just head left here and continue down to Overton Hill where we started. Nice cruise back now. Stunning views again to finish the ride off with. really like this part of the Ridgeway. Fast and flowy. And that's just the final drop back into, or back to, sorry, Overton Hill. Down. Right, I hope you enjoyed that today. If you'd like to support the channel, drop a like or a comment in the box below, or subscribe. And as always, thanks very much for watching.